Good evening. I'm James Gaddis. On the ice tonight, Game 2 of the Calder Cup Finals at the War Memorial. The Syracuse Crunch looking to rebound from last night's Game 1 loss to the Grand Rapids Griffins in front of a record crowd. Tonight, a high-scoring affair, but did the Crunch score enough? News Channel 9 Sal Manine joins us now with the highlights. Sal?
James?
All right, thank you, Sal. Well, in Oswego County, investigators looking into the cause of a crash involving a car and a horse and buggy. Happened around 2:45 this afternoon on Peck Road in Richland. State police said the driver of the buggy and 2 passengers were thrown from the buggy when they were hit. The passengers were taken to Upstate University Hospital for treatment for possible head trauma. Police tell us the horse did die. We're told the driver of the vehicle, Priscilla Janik, is okay. She was ticketed for failure to use due care approaching a horse. Well, you can say goodbye to the sunshine we had today. Rain on the way for the start of our work week. Storm team meteorologist Julia Wyden joins us now with a first look at Central New York's most accurate forecast. Julia, will people have a wet drive into work?
Forecast, James.
All right, thank you, Julia. A new law is scheduled to be on the agenda at tomorrow's Syracuse Common Council meeting, which, if approved, would allow the Soundgarden to stay open. The law is a compromise on the city's new secondhand dealer law, a compromise that would exempt those dealers from a 7-day waiting period before reselling merchandise. It initially required dealers to log each used item bought from a customer into a database. An exemption would also be added for games, videos, and music. Also tomorrow, Common Council will hold a public hearing on the Interstate 81 Viaduct project. This raised and aging piece of highway needs to be replaced. Local transportation leaders held multiple information sessions on the options being proposed, from demolishing it and rerouting traffic to 481 to replacing it with a more modern design. Although Common Council has no official say on the final project, it still wants to see where residents stand before putting its support behind one of those plans. That public hearing will be held tomorrow at 4 p.m. in Council Chambers. Say Yes to Education is celebrating its 5-year anniversary tomorrow. The first group of Say Yes scholars to graduate college will talk about their experiences, and several new colleges that plan to offer tuition aid will be announced. The celebration is open to the public tomorrow starting at noon at the John T. Roberts School on Glenwood Avenue in Syracuse. 106 volunteers from Central New York and the Southern Tier are on their way to Moore, Oklahoma. They'll be clearing debris, demolishing houses, and working with communities devastated by the recent tornadoes. The group is made up of 5 churches, and many of the missionaries have gone on similar trips to areas like the Gulf Coast and Joplin. They've seen how their efforts can help and are eager to begin work in Moore.
But you look in the rubble and you see really the remains of people's lives.
Their plan is to deliver faith, hope, and healing to the families of Moore. They're scheduled to arrive and begin working tomorrow at 2 p.m. Well, tomorrow, jury selection will begin in the trial of George Zimmerman, who shot and killed 17-year-old Trayvon Martin last year. Zimmerman's attorney will try and convince the jurors that Zimmerman fired the gun in self-defense. Now, yesterday, a hearing was held to determine whether the 911 calls from that night can be used in court. Experts for the prosecution testified that it's not possible to positively identify whose screams are heard in the background of those calls. With jury selection tomorrow, the judge will resume that hearing at a later date. The person who leaked top-secret information on the government's surveillance program has revealed his identity. He is 29-year-old Edward Snowden, a contracted worker at the National Security Agency, or NSA. He fled to Hong Kong 3 weeks ago. There he was interviewed by 2 columnists with the British newspaper The Guardian.
I sitting at my desk.
Snowden said he gave up a 6-figure job in Hawaii and moved to Hong Kong in preparation for the expected fallout from his disclosures. Well, coming up on News Channel 9, Nelson Mandela hospitalized in South Africa with a lung infection. We'll have an update on the 94-year-old's condition. That and more after your Storm Team forecast. That's next. Stay with us.
Now, Central New York's most accurate forecast.
67 degrees. A great day out in Central New York. Took Obi for a nice long walk. He got significant playtime before he came into work.
So he's going to crash tonight.
I'm hoping he's crashed right now. But tomorrow, I'm going to want to get the walk in before work, most likely not after. Is that the deal?
Before is probably your best bet.
From WSYR TV, this is News Channel 9.
Former South African President 94-year-old Nelson Mandela is said to be in serious but stable condition after being hospitalized yesterday with a stubborn lung infection. ABC's Brandy Hitt is in South Africa tonight monitoring his condition and has the latest.
This is the fourth time in 6 months.
Brandy Hitt, ABC News, Pretoria, South Africa.
Up next in sports, don't miss another amazing performance from LeBron James in the NBA Finals. Highlights next.
Welcome to Sunday, June 9th.
Yankees get the win 2-1.
I love those Yanks, right, Sal?
Gotta love the Yanks.
Calder Cup down 0-2. What do you think? I mean, this team, I'm sure, can come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Keep in mind, this is still the defending Calder Cup champions because so many of the guys on the Syracuse roster played for Norfolk last year, so they've been in a hole before. They have the experience to dig their way out of it.
Gotcha. All right, we're all hoping so. We're all in weather-wise. We're not going to be all in on tomorrow's weather, are we?
No,
You
tomorrow,
like that?
yeah, I do like that. Always good with the segues. So tomorrow what we're looking at is better chance for rain showers, especially as we get into the afternoon. The morning commute, if you're south of Syracuse, and I mean far south of Syracuse, you could see a sprinkler too, but it's really not going to be until the afternoon that we're going to see the better chance for rain showers and even possibly a few thunderstorms. Temperature is going to be in the mid-70s. We'll get a cold front to pass through. That'll cool things down just a touch for Tuesday and Wednesday, but high pressure is going to briefly try to build back in for Thursday, so it'll be dry. Only an isolated shower for Friday, and that's really the only glitch as we head into the weekend. Things looking pretty good for Saturday, Sunday.
All right, not bad, and that'll do it for us. We'll see you back here next Saturday and Sunday.
Have a great night.